I'm here to bring a truth that nobody wants to admit. You can travel the world, scale your income and build your business. But I do understand that you can travel, lose momentum and fall off. That also is real. For some reason beyond known to me, a lot of people do choose the second one. That's just because without the right structure, routine and mindset, traveling can become a distraction rather than an advantage. In this video, I'm going to explain how I've traveled through over 13 different countries in the past 14 months, scaled a business from 0 to 55k per month, stayed healthy, and in fact, got in the best shape I've ever been in. Like, check this out. I've also managed to find my tribe. I've also managed to find over 50 entrepreneurs all around the world who are all absolutely smashing it in their own regards. So allow me to reintroduce myself to those who don't know me already. My name is Will Courtney. I'm a 22-year-old entrepreneur from the northeast of England, and January the 1st, 2024, I left my hometown in the northeast of England to pursue something greater, to try and make money online, to live a better life. And fast forward about 16 months, here we are, back in Koh Samui where it all started. Most people think that travel equals freedom, but they forget that travel without structure creates chaos. And when this chaos is created, your schedule starts to slip, your workouts just disappear, you eat complete shit, you feel like you're moving forward physically, but internally you're just coasting. Lots of people call this burnout, but I just call it a lack of discipline. And the reason I say this is because you didn't burn out because you're working too hard. People burn out because they lost the structure that kept them dialed in. I had a paradigm shift that allowed me to leverage traveling to build my business. So I changed my mind. I used to think traveling is a reward. As being someone who's in a 9-to-5 job, felt trapped in the UK, I thought traveling was a reward. I thought that was my escape of the matrix, kind of. But I changed that paradigm and I now see traveling a tool. Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't to escape. The goal is not to run away. The goal is to face our fears, face everything in front of us, and elevate every city, island, or location that I land in. I ask myself, what do I want to get out of this location? What kind of routine can I lock in here? Where's the gyms? Where's the healthy cafes? Where's the sea? Where are the places I'm going to run? This doesn't take months to figure out. This literally takes like 15 minutes. Then I think, who do I know in this location who I can make friends with? Who can I network with? Who can I use to sharpen me and I can sharpen them? And in my experience, that's what makes it sustainable. I don't travel to chill out, I travel to operate in new environments, especially environments that pull better versions of me out. So I'm gonna break down like 3 things which allows me to keep operating at the highest level possible whilst traveling. By no means am I a finished product, but I am 22 years old with a 6-pack, with a business making more money than I'd ever made before my life in a month. So it kind of is working. So first of all, it's pretty straightforward. It's location selection. Like, pick the place that you're going to stay in. Choose places where there's access to good fitness, good food, and even better if there's good entrepreneurial energy there. Reason being is you don't want to be driving 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, 1 hour round trip just to go to the gym. You don't want to be eating shit. You don't want to be ordering in like local food, which is full of oil. And you want to be surrounded by other entrepreneurs. Like, that is so important. Most of my videos are about networking, about building our business through having a network. So do not skip that one. And if you are thinking what places are good, let me tell you some. So Canggu, Bali in Indonesia, you've got Koh Samui, Thailand, you've also got Chiang Mai, Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand, Phuket, Thailand. There is Da Nang, Vietnam. There's Marbella, Spain. You've got Miami in the US. You've got Tulum in Mexico. You've got Playa del Carmen in Mexico. You've got Medellin in Colombia. You go Buenos Aires in Argentina. There's literally so many places. Florianopolis in Brazil. There's websites out there which tell you like where business-minded people are, where digital nomads are hanging out. And then I think I don't just go to random cities just for the vibes. I go to the cities because I know this place is going to be a sick place for content. I've seen loads of entrepreneurs there. I've been watching their Instagram stories. I know that there's going to be some cool guys here. So yeah, think of the places where there are strong networks of entrepreneurs. You know that's where entrepreneurs hang out. And then when you're selecting like an actual gaff, an actual place to live in, just do a quick check, like put the location in the maps and then find the gym that you want to train at. How far away is it from the Muay Thai? How far away is it from the weightlifting gym? How far away is it from the beach? How far is it away from like the co-working spaces? Just figure that all out. Because I've stayed in places before when I'm on absolute fucking mission away from other places and it's an absolute nightmare. And then number 2, it is non-negotiables. Now this is fucking crucial. Like, if you are locked in up here, you can be locked in anywhere. You can be in a city that never sleeps like Bangkok in Thailand, or you could be in an island like this. Like, I don't know if you can see that view. And loads of people just want to chill out here. Like, money doesn't exist. It kind of gives those vibes sometimes. But if you're disciplined in here, you can lock in anywhere. The fucking prostitutes, the clubs, all that shit doesn't even distract you in the cities. The beaches, the mushrooms, all that like extravagant island lifestyle stuff, you don't get caught up in it because you're disciplined, you're dialed in and you know what you need to do. So in terms of the daily non-negotiables, like move, like get workouts in. If it's a run, if it's gym, if it's Muay Thai, anything, like just dial in daily. Do it in the morning, do it at night. Morning's good because it gets you out of fucking bed and it makes you do something, it sets you up for the day. But I also like lifting weights at night time. I don't know why, I just feel like I can lift weights at night. Even after a long day's work, even after Muay Thai, I feel like I can still push something out. But at the end of the day, I'm no bodybuilder. You've seen the stamp of this. And then the second thing is weekly accountability. Obviously, I do this in Willionaire, which is my community of like-minded entrepreneurs who are making over 10K per month. And every single week we have accountability goals because we have high leverage needle moving tasks, and they're the things that need to be prioritized. They're the things that need to actually get done. We'd be lying if we said we never get distracted. You get distracted in your hometown, bro. So don't think I don't enjoy getting massages or playing paddle too much. I do. So by having people to hold you accountable, you actually get the important needle moving tasks done. And then also for deep work blocks, I use Google Calendar. Google Calendar changed my life, and I know so many other people whose lives have changed since using Google Calendar. It literally allows you to put the gym in, it allows you to put the deep work sessions in, all your calls in, it connects to your Calendly. It's fucking game changing. If you're an entrepreneur making over 10K per month, I don't know how you've done that without a Google Calendar. There's one guy in Willionaire, he's called Alfie. He's got a property portfolio of over 75 tenants in the UK. He's just acquired 3 properties in Marbella. He's launched his own info product course teaching people how to do rent-to-rents, and he did 30k pounds in the first 2 weeks or something, thanks to the help of the lads we were living with in Marbella. And at the time, he didn't have a Google Calendar, and that was the first time I've ever seen that for like a high-level entrepreneur, and we were like flabbergasted. But we made that change, and now he's cooking even higher. He's cooking even better. No matter where I am in the world, these 3 things happen. Second thing is systems over motivation. Personally, I don't have a lot of client delivery due to the nature of my business, but most of the guys in Willionaire are either coaches or agency owners of some description. I know that's like a really broad phrase. So having SOPs for client delivery or service delivery, whatever you want to call it, is crucial because it streamlines it. It makes sure you get the shit done. And then the second thing is delegation to teams. Like, look, I'm no business mentor, but in my opinion, take it or not, if you're doing over 10K a month, you probably should have an editor. You probably should have someone doing your emails. You probably should have someone running your ads for you if you're not an agency owner doing ads. And delegating is key. In Bali, when I was in Bali in August, I was only doing like 7K per month. And I was thinking like, how do I buy back my time? Because I was just grinding so hard. And now I've got a team around me. I've got 3 people who do my content. I've got people who edit my long form videos like this one. I've got someone who edits my short form videos for my personal brand. And I've got someone who edits my Willionaire page, short form content. So that's just an example of delegating. Like delegate things that takes up a lot of time so you can have your time back. Because as entrepreneurs, like scaling to 100K per month, we need our brain power and we need space to think. We need time to think. We need time to sleep. We need time to read. We need time to chill with the boys as well. And then you also want a content repurposing system. Like I've just started doing this and I've seen some good results. I've not really had too many clients acquired or members acquired to Willionaire from this. I only started like 2 weeks ago, but I've been posting all the same reels I post on Instagram. I've been collaborating with my Willionaire page. I've also been posting them on YouTube as shorts, and I've also been posting them on TikTok. And as a result, my subs have grown, my followers have grown on TikTok, if that's what they're called. And yeah, overall good. I don't want to go into too much depth about content because I'm not a fucking expert, but I must be doing something right. So I would give that a recommendation to the boys because there is no adverse impact. If your business falls off when you're not at the office, then it's not business, it's a job. That was a hard pill I had to swallow. If I took a step back, how would everything work? Like, would I still be making money? The answer is yes. And I can tell you why now. It's because I have content going out daily. I've got people who can post them for me when I'm not there, and that is the marketing team. I've got ads running. I've got a setter who sets people in the DMs, and I've got a closer for Willionaire Ascend, which is the community I also have for entrepreneurs scaling to 10K per month. So I've got a closer. I take all the calls for Willionaire, which yes, could be a problem, but most of the closers I get from Willionaire I can do in the DMs because there's already that trust there. We've already got a relationship built, and 9 times out of 10, I know that they're going to be a good fit. So now if we move over to health and energy while traveling, you can't scale on low energy. I did a cut when I was in Bali. I was on like 1,300 calories. I got dick skin shredded. I was absolutely jacked, in the best shape I've ever been in. But I didn't wake up in the morning with hard-ons. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to go to the gym. I felt like shit. Like my test fell through the floor. Funny enough, I just got it tested today, and I'm expecting the results back in 3 days. So I'm excited to see how that looks. When I got my testosterone checked this time last year when I was in Koh Samui, I had 815 testosterone. I think that's nanograms per deciliter, and like 47 free tests, which is considered high, which was good. So I'm excited to see what it is this time around. So this is what keeps me sharp when I'm on the move. Nutrition, stick to whole foods, even if it's just 80% of the time. Eggs, rice, grilled meat, and fruit. Every country has them. And learn how to say no oil, no sugar in the language. So for example, I'm in Thailand right now, and no sugar and no oil is Mayao Nam Tan Le Mayao Nam Man. So I know how to say no sugar, no oil. And I just say that at every restaurant, so I know it's getting kept clean. And then use ChatGPT to find out the calories, roughly track your calories, make sure you're not like doing the opposite of what you want to do if you're bulking or you're cutting or if you're maintaining. Like that's really important. Second thing is supplements. I take ZMA to help me get to sleep or help me sleep, help me recover my body. If I'm changing time zones, I think it's called melatonin. Yeah, I take melatonin and that just knocks me out. So I usually have to take that for the first 3 nights. I double drop the gummies and then it sends us away to sleep for the first 3 nights and then I'm sorted. Electrolytes, I don't like taking the electrolyte sachets because it's full of sugar. So coconut water is an absolute banger if it's a hot country too. Also pink Himalayan salt, honey on a spoon, pink Himalayan salt, salt. Whack it in and you're ready to go. It's also a banging pre-workout. And then the third thing is sleep. Like, most Airbnbs have like shit lighting in terms of like when you're trying to get sleep, the curtains are wank. So just buy like one of those cheap sleep masks. And the thing I like about the sleep masks, right, is you put them on, it's darkness, helps you get to sleep. But by the time you wake up, the sleep mask has already fell off, so the natural light wakes you up anyway. So that is an absolute cheat code. It gets your circadian rhythm on lock, boys. Also, if you have a swimming pool, I don't know if you can say it, but we've got a pool down there. Jump in the fucker in the mornings and then get sunlight straight away. Don't ask me why. Dr. Andrew Huberman said so. You want to start the day ready. You don't want to start waiting to feel like it, you know. And then we have your secret weapon, brotherhood and environment. I could talk about this all day. Here's the wild card that no one talks about. You can have all the systems in the world, you can have all the work ethic, but if your circle is full of soft guys, progress is fucking limited, bro. It's inevitable, you will slip. I've lived in millionaire villas with probably over like 20 guys now. Not at once, I mean like spread out over different locations. This one I'm in right now, there's 5 of us here. And I've also lived solo while traveling. Both have their perks, but I'd pick with the boys every single day of the week. The difference is night and day. Brotherhood gives you so much, boys. Your standards rise by default. You're constantly learning from others. You get called out when you're being a bitch or things start to slip or you start to coast. You can create content with each other. You can bounce ideas off one another. You can do work blocks together. You can work out together. Travel becomes fuel, not friction. And that's why I've created Willionaire. Because traveling with other operators is what allows me to perform like I do. But yeah, that's what we've built in Willionaire. A global brotherhood of entrepreneurs traveling, building their businesses, scaling their income, growing mentally, physically, and financially. If you're doing between 10 and 100k per month, and you want to find your circle, you can click on the link below, which takes you either to my website, my Instagram, or book a call, and then we can chat from there. Boys, big love, man. Thank you for watching this. If you do like my content and you want to see more lifestyle, business, and vlog content, then drop me a sub. Appreciate yous. Ciao.